back to the Off Script Media Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Logan Candy, and joining me today is the Hispanic Hercules himself, Josh Meadows.
What's up?
Wyatt Wewell.
Let's go Blackhawks.
And Zach Griggs.
Hey guys.
So, last week you all kind of got a sense of how our new setup is. We're going to be releasing videos throughout the week. It's going to be short. The videos are shorter. We're going to release a long video on Saturday at the end of the week. And Trophy Pop will be in there during the week somewhere. Mm-hmm. So, continuing on with that method, we're just going to start off with our first topic, which is coming from Wyatt Wewell.
So yesterday, we were out getting sushi for a friend's birthday.
Yeah, we was.
And somehow Superstitions came up in the ride home. So
How did that come up?
I don't remember.
I think you were just looking at your phone and you found
Probably.
No, we were talking about baseball and how they never step on the little line.
Oh yeah, that's a thing that they don't do.
Oh yeah,
They never
that's
step
right.
on the little line.
So specifically
white
baseball.
line.
Yeah, the foul line, the chalk line on the field,
Oh, really?
you don't step on it because the field will be angry with you.
Okay.
It will give you bad hops.
All right.
This is a real thing.
Also, apparently, on Abigail's softball team, when they put the bats in the chain link fence, they're not supposed to let the bat tip down because all the luck will spill
No,
out.
they're not supposed to hang it in the fence. You got to leave it on the dirt
Yeah, okay.
because
Because the luck will spill
the hits will spill out.
Oh.
This is a real
Well,
thing.
that's interesting. Also, you don't look like a goob if you just lay it up against the fence.
Well, yeah. But then you got to bend down to pick it up, which is the problem.
That is true. That is true.
Do any of you have superstitions that you do
I try not to.
first?
Stupid stitions.
I don't
Think that is a
have
no?
any superstitions. No.
Okay, let's jump right into this then. I pulled up Bleacher Report's the top 50. Let's see, baseball's 50 weirdest all-time superstitions.
50.
We won't get through all of them.
Okay.
But we'll go for a while. Jason Giambi, who used to play for the Yankees, I believe he retired as a Yankee. When he was struggling through a slump where he didn't get a bunch of hits, he would put on a gold thong and wear it until he got out of the slump.
Just like constantly,
Just, I
everywhere, like even going anywhere, he just.
Put on a gold thong.
I do believe.
Question. Did he wash the thong?
I have no idea.
Probably
During a
not.
slump
Is it like the
I doubt
socks
it.
thing with soccer players where you don't wash the
Yeah.
socks?
Yeah, that's gross too.
Do you not wash the thong?
Disgusting. I know hockey players do not wash anything. Like, start to finish of the season, nothing gets washed.
Ugh.
Especially goalie gear.
Here's my biggest question. At what point did the man realize, I ain't doing so well? I should get me a golden thong and wear it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
There's got to be a great story behind it.
Probably like something like in high school, he was in a slump, and one of his friends dared him to like wear a gold thong for a week, so he did it, and they got out of it, and he was like,
Hit,
"Wow,
like,
this
6
works."
dingers and
Could
Yeah,
be.
maybe.
Could be. Maybe he
Probably.
was just at one of them roaring baseball parties and woke up in a thong one morning that happened to be made of gold, and then the next
made of gold.
made of gold, and then the next day got out of a slump.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Because
So-
that man is wearing a golden thong.
Baseball players tend to, like, they want to make their hands tougher, specifically because the ball hitting the bat at 100 miles an hour will sting, like, a lot.
Mhm.
And some of them don't wear batting gloves. So they, like, develop calluses and stuff on their hands. But Moises Alou is known for peeing on his hands in an effort to make them tougher.
What?
That's ridiculous.
What does
He
he,
hit 332 home runs.
My question is, what does
Well-
he consume that he thinks is making his hands tougher?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
He lives on a diet solely consisting of bull's testicles.
Rocky Mountain oysters?
Yes.
Mark Teixeira, I don't know when this article was written, but he recently, according to this article, developed a new superstition. The Yankees have numbers on their socks. So, like, they have their jersey number on their sock. He wore 25, and he put one on, and then accidentally grabbed CC Sabathia's 52 sock from the next locker and put it on, and had one of the best games of his career. So for the rest of his career, and I believe he's still playing, pretty sure he's still playing, he has worn 2 different socks
Really?
every game with different numbers on them.
Interesting.
R.A. Dickey, who, by the way, is a UT alumni, names his bats. Just all of them, which isn't that strange. But we're about to get into some strange stuff. Jim Leland, who used to manage the Detroit Tigers, whenever they would win, the next day he would wear the same pair of boxers to the
Ew.
ballpark.
It's kind of gross.
Every day.
That's
Gross.
disgusting.
It's a little bit danky.
Every day.
I'm really glad Formula One drivers don't do that, because we've talked about them and how sometimes they have
All
Yeah.
of the racing
they
drivers.
have the poopy shorts.
Well,
You gotta do what you
pants.
gotta do.
Yeah. Bring me my brown pants.
There was a general manager named Kevin Towers of the San Diego Padres. He hired Trevor Hoffman to be the closer. And every time Trevor Hoffman would come in to close the ball game, Kevin would leave his luxury box and would walk away until the game ended. Trevor Hoffman saved 601 games in his career.
Wow.
Wow.
This must have worked.
601 games.
All I'm saying.
Wow.
That is
That's
a good number of
intense.
games.
Dang.
Holy cow.
Let's see.
So you
Bunch
just
of
get up
guys.
and walk away and not look at him?
He leaves his box, goes back to his office, and turns off the TV.
Huh.
That is all. A lot of guys have the same meal. Wade Boggs specifically eats a plate of fried chicken every time he's going to play a game.
Huh.
Every game he's going to play.
Plate of
Also-
fried chicken and then play sports?
He's a pitcher.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have to run a lot.
No. It's not like he gets
This
hits.
man, though, is one of the more superstitious. When he would take batting practice for night games before the game, he would always take batting practice at 5:17. Specifically, 5:17.
5:17
I
p.m.
just don't
Yep.
get some of these.
No, they're weird.
That's
There
the point.
have to be stories behind him. Like,
Stuff.
he took batting practice late, 2 minutes late, at 5:17 one day, and then had a spectacular game.
He actually got a hit as a pitcher. He would also take 150 grounders during warm-ups. No more, no less. Exactly 150
Wow.
every day.
Wow.
When he went up to bat, he would take his bat and write the Hebrew word chai, which means life, in the batter's box. Let's see, here we go. Ken Griffey Jr. bought a Mercedes-Benz and liked the car, but he sold it rather quickly because, quote, he did not believe that it had any hits in it.
What?
It's a car.
No hits in this car.
I hope it doesn't hit nothing.
Yeah.
I
Like-
hope if it was brand new, it didn't.
He
Have
thought
any hits.
because he was driving that car, he couldn't get hits.
He was not going to get hits because the car had no hits in it.
What
That's
does he
weird.
want? Like a Ford Pinto?
Well, I can tell you that I hang around Little League Baseball every once in a while, being an umpire, coaching or whatever. And I have noticed that a lot of coaches, especially when their sons go up to bat and the bat hits the ball and it sounds weird, they just throw the bat out of the dugout and never use it again because it ran out of hits. It's
Wow.
run out of, which there is actually a little bit of science to that behind aluminum bats, but sometimes it's a bit extreme. Like, we're done. It's got no hits in it left. No more pop in that bat. We're done.
I want to talk about that science a little bit later. Maybe not now, but I'm curious.
It's a real thing.
Huh.
Turk Wendell is also one of the most superstitious of the baseball players. We talked about nobody touches the line when they go out, especially pitchers. He would emphatically jump over it to the point that he would clear the dirt as well. Not just the white line, but the entire bit of dirt on the field. Every time he went out, he would put exactly 4 pieces of black licorice in his mouth and would chew on them until he came back into the dugout.
See,
Yuck.
That's just gross.
here's how ridiculous these superstitions are. If a baseball player went and stomped on the line and then just had a great game, everyone would start doing it.
No, they wouldn't. They'd say he's lucky.
They
He
would
got
say
away with it.
they would say he had a great night. That must be the secret. The fields feel differently about us touching the line now, or something like that.
I doubt that.
The fields have feelings now.
Yes.
So after Turk Wendell would eat these 4 pieces of licorice, chew on these 4 pieces of licorice during his outing, he would come back into the dugout every inning, spit them out, brush his teeth, and grab 4 new pieces.
Brush his teeth.
Yep, every inning.
Huh.
His number is 9. His favorite number is 9. He wore the number 99, and in 2000 he signed a contract that was for $9,999,999.99.
Wow.
Not 10
Because he
million.
didn't want
A
a
penny
10
short.
million contract.
He wanted 9s.
Wow.
9 on 9 on 9 on 9.
Nines.
This man's a little bit crazy.
Whenever he faced a batter, he would always pick up the rosin bag, regardless of the outcome. If the guy hit a home run, if he got a double, if he drilled him in the back, if he struck him out, doesn't matter. Whenever he faced a batter, he would pick up the rosin bag after the at-bat, throw it down when the next hitter was on his way to the plate. Every time. Just every time.
Just a thing that he does.
He also wore a necklace as a good luck charm of all of the teeth of hunted animals that he's killed.
Ew.
That's manly right there.
That's gross.
That's pretty gross.
Like every of the teeth, or just one from each?
Holy
so
cow,
one
that's
from
a
each.
lot
from
of
each.
teeth.
But that is a lot of teeth.
My friend Patrick could make a necklace out of teeth that he's gotten out of Pizza Hut pizzas. It would only be one tooth, but still.
That's
But
one
it
too many
exists.
teeth.
Yeah.
Don Robinson would not pick up the baseball. He's pitcher, and he would not pick up the baseball unless it was stopped or thrown to him by a teammate. If the umpire threw him the ball, he would not catch it, wait for it to stop, and then he would pick it up.
Really?
So yeah, there's just a few of them. I'm going to stop there. That was 23 of them.
Wow. And they were all ridiculous.
Yeah.
They were all
There was a-
ridiculous.
NCAA baseball player that led his team to the national championship, and I don't remember who he was, like what his name was or who he played for, but every time he went up to bat, he would lick his bat barrel of tape. Every time. Every time.
Ugh.
But,
Ugh. That's gross.
That is.
I hope he got out of
disgusting.
that.
Well, I don't know.
if it works.
If it's working,
If it's
Let it
causing
work.
him to play well,
Oh my
then I guess.
kept adding hits. I don't know. It
Yeah,
worked.
he's adding the hits in.
His
That's
tongue
what it
has
is.
his tongue is a wellspring of hits.
He's
His
a champion.
tongue is probably like sandpaper.
Probably has mouth cancer at this point.
That's an aluminum bat, so at least he's not getting splinters or nothing.
Oh, that's
Well, if
true.
he's got mouth cancer, it's from the chew, not the
No.
the
Yeah.
bat looking.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Accurate. So there's that.
Anything
All
else?
right. Good old superstitions.
I'm glad I don't play baseball
Yeah.
for multiple reasons, but I guess that's
It's
another.
kind of fun. It's kind of weird, but
We should start our own baseball league and just have the most ridiculous superstitions. Like,
Let's make a video,
Wow.
like a spoof video.
Like,
of baseball
like
like
superstitions.
you
We
must
should.
pull your pants down and do a handstand before every hit.
There was a guy.
or like you dress as a cheerleader or something before you go hit the baseball.
Every man must wear a bikini under his
Yes.
uniform.
Oh,
A golden bikini.
there was a man that slid into second base one time, probably back in the 90s. Slid into second base, safe, head first, and when you slide head first, dirt gets down in your uniform, and it's uncomfortable. So, forgot where he was, undoes his belt, and just drops his pants to shake it out.
oh
And
my
then
gosh.
Then
pretty
remember,
sure he got benched, like, immediately.
Yeah, or at least fined.
Didn't remember
Yeah.
where he was.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Well,
Sucks
at
for
least
that guy.
he didn't drop everything.
No,
just
the-
okay.
Just his pants.
Just the outer
Let
layer.
me guess. From then on, every time he slid
Nope.
safe, he pulled down his pants afterwards.
No, he didn't.
Probably adjusted them a little bit.